Salute. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's your host, it's your boy. You know who it is, Ryan from the Six. We in the building with it. Big boxing weekend. Salute to everybody tuning in, man. Make sure you smash the like button when you come in. Show some love to the stream. Man, massive weekend in boxing. We probably gonna have a superstar on Monday morning, or somebody that we're gonna be excited about, somebody we're gonna be matching up with already. But you know how it is, man. You know how it is, man. We got a big fight week. And honestly, it started on Wednesday with the Liam Pyro and Lewis Crocker fight down under in Australia. Bro, I did the live fight. Y'all saw it, man. Who were tuning in? I scored it for Crocker, man. That's how I saw it. But nonetheless, Liam Pyro gets the win in a close fight. I thought it was a good fight. If you guys have not seen the fight yet, I would say go back and take a look at it. It was a good fight, man. No matter what I say, Liam Pyro and Lewis Crocker, they gave us a good one in Australia. That was a good fight, man. Shout out to my brother Logan Little in the building. Salute, man. Said peace. What's going on, man? Hope you guys are all revved up and fired up for the weekend, because we got fights on Saturday and we got fights on Sunday. You know, we do got the Zupa card with Rayo and Edwin de los Santos. They rematching. I'm looking forward to actually the undercard. It's not even the co-main fight. It's like, I think the opener, the main card. Kane Sandoval and Brandon Lee. So Brandon Lee's returning back to the ring. He was the guy who was highly regarded by Showtime when he was over there fighting, I think, with the PBC. And then he took some time off and went and got a degree, man. So shout out to Brandon Lee. He's back in boxing and going back in the fire pretty much. Because Kane Sandoval, we saw him against Julian Hammerhand Rodriguez. Yo, he's a tough kid, man. He's a tough kid. That's going to be a good fight. I'm excited about that. And then, of course, we got the main event, man, on Saturday night. One of the biggest fights in boxing. Jerron Boots Ennis versus Xander Zayas, the current unified champion at 154. Man, I'm excited about that fight, man. I'm excited about that fight. There was a little bit of controversy going on around the weight with Xander. And then now I'm hearing something about people saying Boots got to trim his beard. Bro, I don't know, man. I don't even give a damn about none of that stuff. Trimming beards, man? Like, come on, man. Anyways, hopefully they can figure it out. Hopefully it's just some tactics they trying to get to make Boots uncomfortable. You know how they do on fight week, man. You got to do some weird stuff so that people's normal routines don't turn into normal routines. Try to throw them off some way. I'm just hoping that's what it is here, and that Xander's team's not really taking this whole beard thing to another level, bro, because it really don't need to be taken to another level. You know what I'm saying? These guys are professionals. Everybody's professionals here. And shout out to my guy Dr. Boxing Talk. He just gifted somebody a membership. Salute to you, brother. Thanks for supporting the channel. My brother Doc, man, make sure you guys go check him out. My man Doc, he's live almost every day, bro. My man's always live. He was live today talking about I don't even know what the topic was. I came in late to that stream, man. Came in mad late. I came in basically when he was leaving. But you know me, man. I'm always gonna show love to the guys, especially everybody on YouTube doing their thing, man, because I truly believe the sport is covered here on YouTube, nowhere else. And so that's why I respect the guys doing their thing, man. But let's get into it, man. Let's get into the top ranked card. Bro, we got a big one. Jerron Boots Ennis, Xander Zayas. I mean, they both made weight, so weight is good. Xander looked good, man. He didn't look like he was struggling. I know a lot of people were saying, that he was drained. I don't know, more. I didn't see that in his, at least in this picture here. Maybe in the morning he was when they did the weigh-in, because they did weigh in the morning. This picture here is from the ceremonial weigh-in that they had this afternoon. I think it's around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock-ish. So, yeah, there's a possibility that, Xander got some water in him, has already started the hydration process, man. And I don't think these guys are too Like, you know what I'm saying? The weight, I don't think will play a big factor in this fight. Obviously, Xander is the bigger man in the fight. But I don't think Jaron Ennis is that far off, man. I think they're pretty much similar in stature. So I don't think that'll play a huge factor in the fight, man. Man, Doc said I had to pay it forward, man. My member shirts aren't an auto renewal. But you know I stay membered up. Yeah, bro. I have to support the realest in the north, but keeping it real with the boxing content. Salute, Doc. I appreciate you. He said, smack that like button. Yeah, bro. Smack that like button. You guys know what it is. Like Hand Wolf, y'all.
Did not really fight her.
Oh, big right. One punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is over.
Yeah, so we'll just quickly jump through what I think each guy needs to do to win the fight. We'll start obviously with the champion, Xander Zayas. He is the unified champ, 23-0. You know, this is kind of like what we want to see from our young guys in boxing, man. What Xander's doing. He tried to unify with Josh Kelly. You know, Josh Kelly, it seems like he don't want to move from that side of the pond to fight. He said, you know, Xander got to come over here. We got a 40,000 stadium. I don't know, man. That's not like the Barclays. That ain't the Barclays, bro. You know what I'm saying? Xander in the Barclays now. You know, it's totally different. So Josh Kelly ducked out the fight. Keith Thurman and Fundora had just fought, so you know he wasn't gonna get that fight. And then Virgil Ortiz, obviously he had the situation with Oscar De La Hoya. So the next best available name is the guy who everybody says is probably the best fighter at the division, in Jerome Boots Ennis. And I applaud Xander Zayas for stepping up to the plate and fighting Jerome Boots Ennis. You know, he could have went back to Puerto Rico. He could have took an easy fight. You know, I don't know. He could have did something else, man. I know Top Rank does have the DAZN contract, but it's not exclusive, meaning Top Rank can still go do the little shows like they did on Tubi. They can still go do that, man. They could definitely do that. And I think to be honest, it's good, bro. It's good for boxing to see the young guys start to go ahead and take the risk, man. Go ahead and get into the deep end. You know, we want to see this, but at the same time, we don't want how do I say it, man? We don't want that stuff that these other guys giving us, like, you know, Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis and Devin Haney, where they were all at the same division. They should have all fought, and then they just did the flip-flop thing and jumped around, and now I can tell you for sure these dudes is never going to fight. Well, maybe Tank and Shakur, but Dev not going to fight the other two. He too far away in weight, man. And Xander, he's starting off right. You know, I don't hear any excuses from him. I hear more excuses from, like, other people who want to see him win. You know, they putting up the excuses about the weight. I never really heard Xander speak on the weight thing like that as if it was a huge issue. Or else I quite frankly don't think he would have took the fight with Jerome Boots Ennis if weight was a huge issue. So I think it's really the other people, man. The other people that be putting up those type of roadblocks. Damn, bro, my man Doc, I didn't even give you a wrench, bro. Hold on, man. I just noticed that. What am I doing, bro? Hell yeah, gotta give my man Doc a wrench, bro. But yeah, shout out to Shawa in the building. Yes, indeed. Boxing, what's going on, Queen? Salute. Said blessings, Ryan, in the chat. Busting suds, but tapped in. Okay. Salute. I'm glad you tapped in. Salute to Shawa, man. Make sure you guys go check her out. She got a great channel as well. She'll be going live on it, breaking down the boxing. Yeah, but for Xander, honestly, the keys that I'm thinking he got to do, man, is obviously Jerome Boots Ennis likes to start fights fast. He's not a slow starter. He gets right out there, gets busy. I think if you're Xander, bro, you gotta use that jab. Use that stick, man. Keep Jerome moving. Jerome Ennis is also a rhythm fighter, meaning that he gets into rhythm. It's going to be, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a hard night for you to get him out of rhythm. So try to disrupt his rhythm, bro. Moving side to side, using the whole ring. Jabbing, keeping him honest. I think you got to do that early. And I say this also in a sense of strategy. Those first 4 rounds, Xander, you got to win 2 of them. You can't go down 4-0 in that first quarter of the fight, or else you're going to be on the back foot, bro. And I mean the back half of the fight, chasing the fight. You don't want to chase the fight with boots, bro. You want to come out that first little quarter, even or down around 3-1, is even all right, but 2-2 preferably. And if you could jump out and get those first 4 rounds, which I think is going to be tough because, like I said, Jaron Boots Ennis, he starts fights fast. He starts quick. He tests you early. He wants to see what you're really made of, man. Jaron is an aggressive fighter. He's a front foot fighter. I'm not going to say he's a front runner because I don't think so. I think he can stop guys late. I think he gets the job done late as well. I think he's a great all-around fighter, but I think those first 4 or 5 rounds, he's really pushing the pace to see where you're at. So I think Xander got to weather that storm early, use that ring, use that jab. He's got a good jab, man. Xander's got a great jab. Use that jab. Keep Jaron Boots Ennis honest. Keep him at bay. Get in there, win the clinch and rough him up. Use your body. You got that advantage. Just make things uncomfortable for Jaron. Don't let him get in the rhythm. He's a rhythm fighter. Don't let him feel the swag out. Have big moments early, man. Get that Puerto Rican crowd behind you. Get them yelling, because New York, man, the New York Ricans, they're going to be out. So make that arena loud. Feel that energy from the arena. Use it to your advantage. And like I said, don't let Jaron Boots Ennis get out too quick, man. Don't let him silence the crowd too quick. Don't make the oohs, the ahs happen. Just make sure it's all on your side if that's happening. When you're peppering him up, make sure that's happening. Get the crowd into it. Get yourself feeling well. Win the first quarter of the fight, man. Get there and be there. And then, if you do that, you got Jaron's respect throughout the rest of the fight. And who knows? Maybe he got to switch his game plan. Maybe he'll have to adapt to the way you're fighting. But I think it makes a fight much tougher when you're showing resistance early in the fight, man. But Jaron can punch, man. He's a hell of a freaking puncher, bro. And it's gonna be a hell of a fight for both men. I think Xander Zayas, he's well schooled, man. He's well schooled for sure. Yes, indeed. He said washing dishes ain't quite lathered up, but blessed, Doc. She said, subscribe, press the bell, and share. Salute. Make sure you do that. He said, I been miss my range, but you're my dog, man. I'm not tripping on that. But yeah, bro, nah. I'm tripping, bro. Yeah, shout out to Doc, man. He gifted another membership, bro. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to Doc, too, man. Y'all becoming a member, man. Salute to the members. Gotta load up the clip with the members, man. Salute to y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. My man Mars, he got the membership. Salute to Mars on that, bro. But yeah, those are the things I think Xander's got to do early in the fight. Like I said, to really keep Boots honest, man. That's the key thing here is don't let Jaron feel too comfortable in there. This is also a massive opportunity for Jaron Ennis. I don't think he's ever fought in a big arena like this as a headline. At least this is gonna be the Barclays. It's gonna be loud. Enemy territory. He's going into New York City. The Puerto Ricans, they gonna be out, man. They gonna have their flags. Xander gonna be getting them chants. It's an opportunity for Jaron Ennis to go make some fans. But what I'm saying, Xander, he gotta get right early in the fight. He can't come out there and be shell shocked from all the flash, pizzazz that Jaron's gonna bring to the table, man. And I think Xander, if he could handle himself early in the fight, he can definitely make it down the line, bro, for sure, and do well too. My man Eddie Alvarez in the building. Salute. Going on, champ. Mars said, appreciate the gift. Yeah, salute to Doc, man, with the assist. Doc, man, he with the assist, man. But Jaron Boots Ennis, what does he need to do to be successful in this fight. I think Jaron's got to use his athleticism, obviously, his greatest strength. It's really what makes him unique, right? Separates him from the other fighters. His ability to see punches and react so quickly, man. Reaction time is something that is special in boxing if you know how to use it. And Jaron's one of those guys, man. He knows when to go. He knows when to stay. He can fight in the pocket. He can mix it up. So he's really a mixed bag, to be honest. And like I said, he's an aggressive fighter. He fights fast. But I think what he needs to do is he needs to go ahead and I don't want to say slow down, but he needs to pick away at Xander. Pick away at the body. Start early there. Pick away downstairs, and then start to pick it up in the latter rounds. I think Jaron's biggest success will come, in the middle rounds between 6 and 8. I think that's where he has an opportunity to really put his foot down on Xander, man. I'm not gonna say stop him, but I'm right, bro. Like he gonna put his foot down and get to work on him. So I think it'll be interesting to see, man, what Boots can bring to the table. This is the big fight for him. He's always been on the cusp of becoming a superstar, and this is where you have superstar performances, right? So how do you do that? All right, here's how you do it, man. You try to go in there and stop Xander's ass, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. And I think my man. Oh shoot! Shout out to Mars, man. He gifted 5 memberships. I think my man Jaron Boots Ennis, he can go in there and win the fight for sure. I'm picking him to win by decision. I think Xander's crafty enough to get to the final bell, but I'm not going to discard the KO, man. Jaron Boots Ennis is a hell of a fighter. He's got a lot of talent. We're going to see if he really is, if he really is that guy. And this is going to be the opportunity for him to show it. Shout out to Mars, man. He gifted 5 memberships. Salute to you, Mars, bro. I really appreciate that, man. So we got 5 more members, man, to load up the clips. Salute to the members for rocking out with me. We here, man.
This your boy?
Yeah, that's my boy, nigga. We rep the same smart tech.
You just got fucked up with him. Both y'all niggas gonna get clapped up when I get back.
We riding together, gang. Salute to the gang, man. Salute to the gang. Eddie Alvarez said 31 KOs. Never seen Boots stop anyone. Damn, man. Damn. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. My man, Stock Chasers in the building. Salute to Stock Chasers. What up, champ? He said, we talking bets tonight? Man. Nah, man, we got more members now. I'm going to have to just drop them slips. I'm going to drop them as soon as the stream's done, bro. I already got them locked and loaded, man. Locked and loaded in. But yeah, man, for sure. I guess like probably the only lock bet I can probably give y'all that I think is like probably most people going to be betting is like Rayo and de los Santos going the distance. Just pick that distance. I think both men are going to go to the distance. I think Rayo, much better fighter than when they last fought, man. Much better fighter. But on that undercard, yo, listen, when I tell you, like, I'm excited about Xander and Boots, but I think I'm more excited about Jahad Tucker and Cedeno, man. Yo. Cedeno, he looked like he really want that smoke, the Dominican brethren. And Jahad Tucker is an absolute dog, man. This is a dude who's about to fight Yo-Yo. I don't care what y'all say, trying to say he ducked. Nah, man, they trying to change shit on him last minute. Can't be doing that. But I like Jahad Tucker, man. He's a dog, and this might be biased. It might be like my brother spar with Jahad. Jahad's Jamaican. We got a lot in common, bro. Shout out to Jahad. But nah, he a freaking dog, man. He's an absolute dog. He's always in the wheelhouse. Cedeno, though, he's been stopping people too. He's a puncher. Yeah, I don't know what Top Rank is trying to do because they both top rank fighters. So I don't know if Top Rank's trying to send the message out to both guys like, yo, this a sink or swim matchup. Whoever wins, we gonna keep rocking with, and whoever loses, we probably gonna cut. But it's an interesting fight. And like for Cedeno, he's never fought anybody of Jihad Tucker's caliber. You know what I'm saying? Jihad Tucker, yo man, he's a dog, man. He's the dog. That fight with him and Chuck Simpson in that little ring that was like a 10-by-10. Yo, that's all I needed to see. At first, I was like, kind of like, yo, Jihad, why you at 160, man? You a small guy. I thought 47, maybe 54 is even pretty big. But you at 60, man. And, he's still mad young. He's growing into his body still. His only loss is to Nicholas Floss, who beat him in a fight where I thought, he just didn't let his hands go. But then Nicholas Floss, he went on a nice little run before he got beat the hell up by Tiger Johnson. So kind of aged well, but it didn't. But shout out to Jihad Tucker, man, in a good fight against Cedeno. Yo, this is a good fight, bro. This is gonna be a barn burner. It probably should be the co-main event, but man, I don't know. This is gonna be one of those ones that I think are gonna turn out to be one of the best fights on the card, bro. I think these two guys are gonna go in at it, and they definitely gonna be punching, man. Stock Chasers got Cedeno. Yeah, man. It's going to be a good fight. He on my bets. He'll be on my for sure. My man Doc said stopping Stanionis for unification doesn't count. What about his debut at 54 against Lima? Jeez. It's a tough crowd for Jerron, man. Yo, it's always tough for Jerron, man. Yes, and Daniel got that pop. Yeah, he do, man. Shout out to Jihad, though. He always, willing to take on a tough fight. I don't know, man. I'm leaning towards us and Daniel too. I like this fight though. Yeah, this fight is a good fight, man. Eddie Alvarez said, "I'm taking all the dogs on the card." Hey, taking all the dogs, man. Said Jihad better listen to his pops. Yeah, Shawa. Jihad, man. Sometimes he be standing between rounds too. I be like, man. Sometimes I be like, just sit, dog. Take a breath. But nah, he be standing between rounds. And yeah, sometimes he don't be listening to the ref. He gets into it with the ref and he just wants to fight, man. And I think, yeah, he got to be on his P's and Q's because, Cedeno, he's already been in the press conferences and stuff like that, talking to Jihad, trying to rattle him, trying to get him out of his element. He's kind of done that already, he's got Jihad, on a heater a couple times. But we'll see, man. We'll see what he can make from it, for sure. My man Doc says Xander could pull it off, most definitely. I'm leaning Boots by UD though. Yeah. That's how I got it too. I got a Boots decision, but yeah, Xander can definitely go ahead. He could win the fight, bro. Boots versus Xander Zai. Oh shit, y'all see I usually don't talk numbers, but we'll do it since it's just right up here on Twitter and I got it up. I got my Twitter page. But let's see if I can blow it up for y'all. Show more. So by Seconds Out Live reported, Eddie Hearn said that the gate for Jerron Boots Anderson Xander at the Barclays Center is New York. Tomorrow is bigger than the 4,035,000 gate from Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney at the same venue. Yo, a bigger gate than 4.3 million. Yo, man, I want to see the final number. Then that means shout out to them if they did better than Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, because I think most people in the boxing spaces would consider those guys the bigger names, right? That's what I kind of always said about Ryan Garcia. Like, I don't think his fan base goes to his fights yet. I think his fan base is still young. They're not popping out to his fights just yet, man. Not yet. But we'll see, man. We'll see. So we also got on the card, we got Emiliano Vargas versus Bryce Mills. Emiliano, obviously, one of the top ranked Bright Stars. I'm not sure how far you can go at 140, man. 140, it's kind of like 54. Like, name value, it ain't like popping off the page, but there's a lot of danger zones at 140, man. When you start speaking on the names at 140, yeah, it's a deep division. It's a deep division, no doubt. And I just don't know how far Emiliano's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Against some of those guys in that division. But we'll see, man. He's going against Bryce Mills. I think this is probably like the more one-sided fight of the fights on the main card. And we'll see, man. We'll see what can happen here with Bryce Mills and Emiliano Vargas, man. I don't know. How do you guys feel about Emiliano Vargas? Like, I think the verdict is still kind of out on him, right? He hasn't really shown us, respectfully, too much to be excited about. And, Top Rank, they got a way they do things, man. They don't really throw everybody out of it. You know what I'm saying? They just don't throw everybody out. But you know what it is, man. Top Rank, they're going to build you right. And that's how it is, man. Shout out to Eddie Alvarez. Said, you can't believe anything Eddie Hearn says. Nah, bro. Nah, you right. That's why I'm saying I got to see the numbers. But, New York, they're not going to hide. Those numbers are public for New York, bro. So, Eddie Hearn, if you're going to be out here lying, bro, I don't even know why the dudes be lying like that when the numbers can be in the public, because they got to pay a certain tax to the commission. So, they got to disclose the numbers, bro. So, but yeah, Eddie Hearn, he do be saying some crazy stuff sometimes. He do. My man said, tell me about it. He almost ran down on Cedeno at the presser. Yeah, Jahad did, man. I saw that. I was like, what the heck? He got up, man. Went right over there and looked at him. Security had to come between them. Crazy. But yeah, another fight that I think most of us are looking forward to is Ben Whitaker's debut in the USA. Yo, can Ben Whitaker do some things, man? Can he show us some magic? Will he show us some magic? I don't know, man. Ben Whitaker, I like Ben Whitaker. I'm a fan of him. I know some people aren't. But I think since he been with Andy Lee, he just been on it, man. He just been, you know what I'm saying? He been dealing with him, man. You know what I'm saying? He been dealing with him. Shout out to him, man. My man, Andy Lee, he got Ben Whitaker sitting on them punches and hurting people. Ben Whitaker's not doing no dancing anymore. He's just coming out there destroying them, just crushing the cans. And that's what I like, bro. You gotta, whoever they put in front of you, just destroy them, bro. Show them that you ready for that step up. Toledo Tree said Emiliano will be a teeny bopper boxer like Ryan Garcia. Shout out to my guy Trees. He don't like no teeny bopper boxing, man. He don't like it. He's not here for it. I salute to him, man. Yes, indeed. Boxing said, yeah, Bryce ain't bad. Emiliano is alright. Struggle was real with Montreal. No, that's what I'm saying. I seen some of his fights, and I'm like, I don't know, man, if Emiliano really is the goods. He's better than his brothers, but I don't know how far he can go, man. Shout out to my guy, Have 11 in the building. He said, Indie Truck Rio tuned in. Salute. My guy, man. Salute to you, bro. Thanks for tuning in, man. Always showing love, man. I appreciate you. My man, Latino Por Vida. What's going on, champ? He said, glad to hear about trimming his beard. Bro, you terrible. Xander fans, bro. Y'all terrible. Y'all terrible, bro. My man Eddie Alvarez said, of course I got Popeye. And off the layoff. Yo, y'all know Popeye been like on a 2-year layoff, right? Like Ben Whitaker. Yo, I saw Eddie Hearn. Let me see if I can find that clip right quick. Eddie Hearn, he basically took Ben Whitaker like jewelry shopping. He was like, yo, bro, if you can get a stoppage on that night, he's like, yeah, you get it, whatever. They went into some jewelry store. He's like, yeah, we gonna give you this watch or whatever. So let's see if I can find it, bro, the video. And I'm like, damn, this how Eddie treating these guys, man. So we gotta talk to Ty and see if Eddie Hearn treating Boots Ennis the same way, man. We're trying to get Boots some jewelry too. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if he can get Boots some jewelry, bro. If he stops Xander Zayas, wins that title, man. Because he gonna have to do something for him, bro. Have to do something for that man to help him out, man. You just can't just have Buddy over there winning titles and stuff like that and doing good work for you and you don't want to pay him. All right, I think I got it here. Let me see if I could unmute. See if it works.
The Rolex comes with a world championship, but you've done a lot of hard work. You are a superstar. So Whittaker by stoppage on Saturday. We're moving to the Van Cleef. Okay, right? It's only right. So come on, check it out. And let me know which one you want. So I'll be like, come on, Rivero, just stay in there. Stay in there. I'll be like, ref, he's fine. He's fine. The doctor coming between the round. Doc, he's absolutely fine. I've seen him fight before. He goes all night.
Do you want to wear it on?
Left.
Okay.
You think? On the same as the watch, yeah?
So
Yeah, so Eddie finna buy Ben Whitaker a little rolly if he could get a stoppage, man. And I'm like, oh damn. Shout out to Eddie, man. He said he gonna get him a rolly, man. So I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if he doing that for everybody, man. I don't know if he doing that for everybody. Yes, indeed. Boxing said, I hope Popeye gets him. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if he gets him, man. I don't know. Shout out to Donnie 956 in the building. Salute, champ. What's going on, Donnie? Salute, bro. I appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, man. He said it was all right. Superman joint was better. Real movie is July 4th, though. In Ohio. Hey. Yes, indeed. Boxing said, I won't let Whittaker forget that. It's the first fight with Liam Cameron. Damn. Even though he been sleeping people. And Whittaker should fight Zach Chelly. Nah, I agree. I think that'd be a good fight, man. But is Zach Chelly like a Queensberry fighter? I don't know what he is. If so, then they could throw that on like a Queensberry versus Matchroom Part 2. My man Jab in the building. What's going on, bro? He said, why did I just think Diddy offering to take 50 shots? Yeah, man. Diddy was in there with 50. He walked across the store. He like, yo, is that 50? Like, yo, let's go over here and talk to him.
Is anything you looking for?
Some gummies.
Gummies?
Hurry up and buy.
No.
Yo, you know what I'm talking about? Oh, man. He said Boots gonna tell the story years later, man, the same way that Fifth does. Yeah, man. He said he gonna get Ben Whittaker a freaking a Rolex watch, man, if he get a stoppage. So I guess that's what Ben probably gonna go for the stoppage then, right? I don't know how you guys like that, man. That's Eddie Hearn trying to motivate his guys, man. Salute to Yes Indeed Boxing Shawa. She said, kindly smash the like button as you enter. Please smash that thing like Ann Wolf, yo.
Did not really fight her.
Yes, sir. It's over. Said, yeah, shout out to Ben coming back, kicking ass. I'm just feeling froggy. Yeah, nah, shout out to Ben, man, because, like, he needed that Liam Cameron shit. All that, I'm not going to lie to y'all. Like, when I saw the first time that he was doing the viral, like, Drunken Master stuff, I was like, whatever, man. Like, shout out to Ben Whittaker. He not going to do that against anybody who got a pulse. And then, like, Liam Cameron wasn't the guy with a pulse, but like he was the guy he should have been beaten easy. And yeah, man, Ben was he was getting touched up. He was getting touched up, and you know what I'm saying? And he definitely came back and he beat the crap out of Liam Cameron in the second fight. I think that was like 2 rounds. Stopped him in 2 rounds. And then like he been stopping dudes ever since. But I agree with most people. I think Ben Whittaker need to be in tougher fights. I think he needs to get stepped up, and he got to be moved quicker, man. Me personally, I think he's already passing the other tests, so might as well just move him on up. My man Toledo Tree said Ben's supposed to say no to the Rolex and ask for the PETA or Paytech or the AP. Yeah, bro, you got to get the AP for sure, dog. The AP, definitely. I don't know what maybe Ben's just like, yo, he a Rolex guy. Maybe this is a UK thing, being the Rolex, man. Shout out Enrique. What's going on? He said, hope as well. Enrique, first time here, brother. Is there a phone call we can call in? Please and thank you. I don't have a phone number. I have, he says it's racist. That's crazy. I don't have a phone number, but I got Twitter and not Twitter, but I got X Spaces and Discord. I will drop those links. Hold on. Let me drop those links for y'all. Totally forgot to drop the links. Or I have a panel which you can come up here on stage here, but the panel thing requires a camera. So I don't know if that's something that you're into or you just don't care like me. I know some people, they don't like the camera thing. But yeah, the panel, if that's something that you want to come up here on, then yeah, it just requires the camera. Let me pin those to the chat though. Those are the links there in the YouTube chat if you want to come up on the panel and talk. The X Spaces, if you got Twitter, X Spaces open, or Discord. I got the Discord rocking right now as well. Yeah. Let me continue on, man, because I didn't even get to the Zupa yet. Shout out to everybody in the building, though. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in. And yo, Enrique, salute to you, man, for your first time coming here. I really appreciate you, man. Hopefully, I can win over your subscribe, and hopefully you can keep rocking out with me in the future, man. My man Latino, what's going on, bro? He said, I'm not sure about Emiliano Vargas. Yeah, me either, man. Ignorant boxing in the building. He said, you playing that video of that white lady getting knocked out is racist. Hell nah, bro. Honestly, I could play play Lucas Body knocking out H2O. That's the same shit, bro. That's a white guy knocking out a black guy. I would still play that the same way. I don't give a damn. A knockout is a knockdown. You know what I'm saying? Duck my comment? Hell no, I don't be ducking nobody's comments, bro. You got one more times for real. Eddie Alvarez says, I got Rayo. All right, yeah, let's talk about that fight, man. Rayo and Edwin De Los Santos, man. That's gonna be a good fight. That's gonna be a barn burner. Actually, I shouldn't say barn burner because I don't think that's what it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good fight, though. I think, my man Rayo, he's a much better fighter than the last time they fought. Like, nobody could tell me that he's not. He's definitely a better fighter. Edwin De Los Santos, I'm not sure what's going on with him, man. I feel like he's been injured a lot. I feel like there's always been something going on with him. And, yeah, man, his activity, his last couple fights have just been like one round here, a couple rounds here. Look at Rayo, though he lost to Gary Anton Russell. He's just been in the better fights, man. Isaac Cruz, that's another guy. And I just think, look at Edwin, like, literally Edwin De Los Santos is dangerous because of Rayo, right? Because of the Rayo fight, the first time they fought. Now, that fight was on short notice. And Edwin came in last minute. So we don't know, man. Rayo could have been thinking that he was sweet. Fight went left. And, yeah, he got destroyed in that fight, right? He got stopped. This is not the same Rayo, though. I think a lot has happened since. Obviously, he's won a world title. Something Edwin hasn't done. And he just faced a better opposition since. He's always been in the better fights, man. So I think even like Chris Colberg, man. I don't know if Chris Colberg, Edwin's ever been in the ring with anybody of that caliber, a former champion. So I think this just comes down to me with experience, bro. That's what I think this is. I think Edwin De Los Santos is a good fighter, but I just don't think he's got enough for Rayo, man. I think especially when Rayo showed us levels with the Eastside Cruz fight, he showed us he could box, and he's willing to bang at times too. You know, this guy was banging it out with Gary. It didn't go well for him, but, you know, he showed that heart in that fight. So shout out to Rayo, man. I think he's going to win the fight. I think it'll be a decision win for him. It'll be a good fight. I think it'll be back and forth fight. But I think down the stretch, Rayo will be the better guy because he's been in the better moments, the better fights, the bigger fights. And I just think that experience down the line, since he's been fighting since the Edwin fight, it'll show, man. It'll show down the stretch. For sure. Let's go Body, yeah, man. Yo, Lucas Body gonna have that Floyd Schofield fight. Shout out to him, man. WBA finally ordered that fight up, man. My man, yes indeed. Shawa said Edwin's still looking chubby in the face. Yeah, I wonder when they took that picture. That looks like a really old picture. Hopefully he's looking much better. Logan Little said Santos been training to get that weight off. Yeah, you saying what Shaw was saying. You think it's the fat camp. That might be a real big problem. Yes, indeed. Boxing said he was majority sick for a long while. Yeah, didn't he have like the blood clots in his legs, didn't he? I know that was an issue before he fought Keyshawn. I know that for sure. But we'll see, man. We'll see what Edwin can bring to the table. De Los Santos. I like him, man. I like Edwin. I think he's a good fighter. But I just think in this moment, you know, Rayo, his trajectory just been better, right? He just been doing a lot more work. That's all I'm going off. But nah, Rayo's, you know, shout out to him, man. He was Zuffa, so he doing his thing. Yeah, oh yeah, blood clot. Yeah, that's what happened to him, man. Oh damn, he almost lost his life. It got that bad, eh? Jeez. Eddie Alvarez said, yeah, Usyk vacated all his belts. Yeah, man. Usyk's about to call it up. Call it a career. Shout out to him, though, for vacating the belts, allowing these young guys to continue to move the division on. You know, Ejit Caballero will be elevated eventually. He'll be the champ. I know it's probably not the way he wants it. But, yeah, so he'll be able to go try to unify and win some more belts. And then we got, Daniel Dubois got the WBO. So the IBF will be vacant and the WBA will be vacant? Or is there's probably a BA interim? You know, the WBA got so many belts. There's probably an interim that will be elevated. I'm not sure who the interim is over there. But the IBF is out there, so somebody can go get the IBF, man. And you know, call it a day, be a champ. Logan Little said, I like Rayo in the fight. He has been making improvements since the last fight, and we haven't seen enough of Santos. Yeah, that's my whole thing, man. It's just De Los Santos hasn't done enough as of late for me to be like, yeah, he's going to win the fight. At least we've seen Rayo do some things, man, like becoming a champion, you know, fighting Gary Anton Russell, taking good fights on, beating, did he beat Kohlberg twice? I think he stopped Kohlberg twice because the first one. No, he beat Kohlberg the first time and he stopped him the second time. So yeah, that should be a good fight though, for sure. Watching those guys, Edwin and Rayo. You know, but I just think Rayo just got enough down the tank to win the fight comfortably. Donnie956 said Usyk about to fight for the Super Heavyweight belt. What? Against who? Yo, which heavyweights they got, bro? I don't even know which heavyweights they got over there. Super. Nah, he joking, man. My man's playing around, yo. He's playing around with me. Rayo lost the first one, man. Oh, man. Yeah. Okay, that's what happened. Then he got the rematch. I think a lot of us thought Rayo won the first one, though, man. Salute to my brother, Gavastia dropping the chips with the dip. My man Gav up in the building. Salute you with the $2 super chat. Dropping them chips with the dip, man. You know what it is.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man. We do have the $20 super chat goal for the stream. If you want to help the boy build, support the channel, go drop a little bit of color in the chat, man. Shout out to my guy Jay Gons. What's going on, fellas? Salute, man. Rayo got robbed. Yeah, man. Latino, man. You know it. Otto Wallin, F.A. Jabba. Okay. I didn't know Otto Wallin was there, man. I didn't know he was there. Salute to him. That's a good look for Otto Wallin. Who else fighting on the Zupa card? Okay, let's pull it up, man. I know the other fight that I'm looking forward to is Brandon Lee and Kane Sandoval. I think that's gonna be the best fight on the card. You know, I think for sure that's gonna be the best fight on the card. You know, Brandon Lee, he's 30, he's like a highly touted prospect when he was with Showtime. And Kane Sandoval, man, he's the absolute dog. We saw him fighting against Julian Hammerhands in the first Zupa card. I don't even think they were the co-main event, were they? I think they might have been the co-main. They should have been the co-main, but they definitely gave us a hell of a fight. That was a good fight, man. I think Kane Sandoval is gonna push the freaking pace out of Brandon Lee, man. We're gonna see if Brandon Lee can handle it. Can he handle it, bro? Let me pull it up in boxing scene. And I think they're in the Cosmopolitan with this show on the Zupa card. So it's not the Apex. They're in the Cosmos. So I think they'll have a good showing, man. I think there's somebody said like they sold 3,000 tickets or something like that. So shout out to them. I think that'll be a good look, man. In the Cosmo doing that type of numbers. But they do have guys in like Rayo and Devin Salah, De Los Santos, Edwin, who are household names in boxing, man. They're like not small names. Those guys are well known. We know who they are. So, all right, I found the main card and the prelims. I'll name a few guys that I know off the prelims, but for the main card mostly, I'll just go. Whoa, that's not helping really. It's making all the comments big, but it's not making the picture big. All right, whatever. So obviously you got the main event, Edwin De Los Santos versus Rayo. In the co-main, you got Omar Trinidad versus Jerwin and Chayas. And you got Kane Sandoval and Brandon Lee opening up the main card. Floyd Cashflow Diaz is on the card. He's going against Andreas Terran. And then you got Tony Hirsch Jr., who beat Robbie Merriweather on his last fight out. He's going against Jabario Pibentento. I believe this guy's undefeated. So I think Tony Hirsch only got one loss, but yeah, it should be a good card, man. It should be a good card. This is on Sunday. Sunday's card, the prelims, starting at 5 p.m. Eastern, and the main card starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. So shout out to them, man. Zupa bringing us the boxing on Sunday. I think Cashflow Diaz, he should win his fight. Tony Hirsch, I think he's in a tough fight. His guy's a puncher, so there's going to be something to be thinking about there. My man Donnie956, he said, I think Brandon Lee wins that one. Okay. Shout out to Brandon Lee, man. We got Brandon Lee and Kane Sandoval. They going at it. Shout out to Kane Sandoval. Like I said, he was on the first Zupa card. Him and Julian Hammerhands Rodriguez, they went at it. They had a good fight, man. My man Tree said, how did Rayo get a title shot first but got stopped by De Los Santos? I think just inactivity, man. And obviously I think also Rayo was getting pushed by the PBC more than De Los Santos was getting pushed, right? Like Dallas Santos was just supposed to come in and be an opponent. He wasn't supposed to win the fight. But yeah, Kane and Brandon, man, this is gonna be a good fight. I think this is gonna steal the night. Kane Sandoval, he's a tough freaking dude, young lion, man. And Brandon Lee, he just kind of like never had that proven moment. Like he hasn't had that fight where he's convinced us that, hey, man, he's the man. He's coming through to show us something. So for me, it's like, man, I want to see Kane win. I want to see him do his thing. But Brandon Lee is a former prospect of the year, Ring Magazine fighter, man. The Ring had him as prospect of the year at one point. Yes, he had high hopes for Showtime. They were promoting him very, very well. They were telling us a lot about Brandon Lee. And it just seemed like, he went off to school to get his major. It just seemed like he never really panned out, man. So, I don't know. We'll see what Brandon could do. We'll see if he could bounce back and be that guy that PBC and Showtime was promoting him as. He has the more experience. He has more fights. He's been in boxing, the pro game, longer than Kane Sandoval, so he has that on his side. But Kane's been the more active guy, man. And with his last fight against Hammerhands Rodriguez, I don't know if Brandon Lee, like, how do we rate Brandon Lee versus Rodriguez? Like, is he better? Is he not? I just don't know. Like, Brandon Lee, he's just been a huge question mark, right? He has a 30-0 record, but like we just don't know any of the guys he really beat, and that's the problem with it. But I think it's a good fight, man. Shout out to Thomas Hill in the building. Salute to Thomas Hill, my guy, man. I dropped the sixes for you, dog. My man Donnie956 said, yeah, it's pretty sold out too. I think there's less than 100 tickets left. Oh, damn. That is sold out pretty much. My eyes. When you get down to the 100 tickets, that's good, man. Shout out to him, man. The Zupa 10 show is selling fast too at the 3 Arena in Dublin. Oh yeah, man. The Irish, man, they love boxing over there in the UK. Them shows are gonna sell out easy, bro. Shout out to them, man. Is that the Aaron McKenna card? Or sorry, the Callum Walsh? He's also on it too, I think, Aaron McKenna. He gonna fight for a title. And he said Tony Hirsch is also undefeated. He just beat Merriweather. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know he was undefeated. I thought he had 1 L. Okay. Yeah, he just beat Merriweather. Shout out to him, man. Yeah, man. Yes, indeed. Said Kane just took a L. He's going to do his damnness. Yeah. He took a L, but like Hammerhands had to work for that win. He definitely had to work for it. Kane was, he was tough as nails. He was taking a lot of shots, which I did not like, but that kid's something else. That kid's something else for sure. My man Eddie Alvarez said after tomorrow ain't much boxing signed. No? I thought we were coming into like, because I know the Zone, they've been heavily promoting pretty much like every Saturday from here on out. They got boxing. So I don't know. Let me take a look at the schedule also, man. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's not much substance. Maybe there is boxing, but it's not like big fights. Well, next weekend we got Abdullah Mason and Cordina. That's gonna be a good card on TNT Sports Cable as well as the Zone. You got Shushu on the undercard, Tiger Johnson on the undercard. That's gonna be a good card. And then yeah, kind of after that it gets spooky. At least we got Pro Box back. And we gotta kind of almost wait till the end of July to see Anthony Joshua come back. And also the same day is Tim Tszyu and Errol Spence. Which I don't get this. It says the start time for that is 11 p.m. Eastern. And they're in Australia. I feel like that's wrong, man. I feel like there's a huge time difference between Australia and over here. So, wow. And then on the Sunday, you got the Edgar Berlanga and Stephen Butler. So the Zupa card in New York. So that's another big weekend in boxing, end of July. So I guess, yeah, man. It's not a crazy amount of stuff going on. So yeah, man. We'll see. My man Donnie 956 said Hammerhand said Kane's power didn't transfer to 147. Okay. My man Thomas Hill said hit the like button though. Show respect for the craft. Salute. Yeah, smash that like button. Make sure you guys share the stream, sub to the channel. Do all those nice things, man. Hit the like button though for anything. Hit that like button so we can get this up to the algorithm, get it moving. My man Donnie 956 said Aaron McKenna is gonna fight for the title. Callum is in a tough fight with Tyler Denny on the co-main. Yeah, Tyler Denny, I thought Tyler Denny had a good fight against Janabek there. I thought for sure. It was alright. It wasn't crazy. Donnie 956 said also Sam Hickey kid, he will be on the card and he looks good. Okay. That's what's up. Luna Glider, he said, we got Abdullah Mason versus Albert Bell next week for sure. That just turned into a good card, man. Shout out to Abdullah Mason for not pivoting and taking a lesser opponent, man. He actually, in my eyes, even though Albert Bell's not a former champion, he upped the ante, man. He got a better opponent in my eyes. I think Albert Bell presents tougher assignment for sure. Would it look extra bad for Robert Merriweather if Tony Hirsch loses? Depends on how he loses, Trees. If it's one of those fights where we felt he won and didn't get the nod, I don't think we'd care. But if he gets beat down or something like that, yeah, it's gonna look bad for sure. Said a lot. Shout out to Lance Meyer in the building. What's going on, champ? He said a lot of good boxing coming up. Hell yeah, man. My man Dwayne Styles, salute. Dwayne Styles says salute from NYC. He at the Xander. Who at the Xander fight? Salute to you, brother. Hope you have a good time out there. Running to everybody. Say what up to the peeps. There's hella people out there, man. Shout out to Xander and Boots, man. And hopefully that stuff about the gate is true and they actually doing really well. Cause yeah, man. But yo, let me also drop the panel link for y'all. If y'all want to come up on the panel as well. Let's talk some boxing, man. Get into it. Want to know what the people thinking about these fights this weekend. Who you guys got winning? Who you guys think is gonna be the new king at 154? I think that's what's at stake there in that division. I think Jerome Boots-Ennis, he's been waiting for a moment like this. He's been waiting for a fight like this. He got it. Now it's time to go out there and put it all together, man. And honestly, for the Puerto Rican fans, they've been waiting for a guy like Xander for a while, man. It's been a while since, I know Collazo's there, and he's on the pound for pound, I think. I'm not sure if he's on there anymore because Navarrete's on there. But he was on the pound for pound, but I just feel like he's too small to get that type of love, man. You know what I'm saying? He's too small, but hey, we'll see. We'll see what Xander could do with it, because a win over Boots-Ennis would definitely put him in some of those conversations as one of the best Puerto Rican fighters, man. That's a stamp fight. He can start sitting at that table, at the end of the table. You know what I'm saying? But he'll be invited to the table. And if he can go get another belt and be the first Puerto Rican male with 3 belts in a division, because I don't think that's ever been done. I think that's something I heard. And that's a stat I think I heard from round 1, yo. Because he's the Puerto Rican guy. So, you know what I'm saying? I trust him on that. If he can go out there and do it, then, shout out to Xander Zayas, man. We could use another guy like that in our sport. Carrying a torch of bringing another country to the sport. We could use that for sure. But yo, salute to everybody in the building. Make sure you smash the like button. I do got those links pinned to the chat if you want to call in via X Spaces or Discord. Or I just dropped the panel link there at the end too. Want to come up on the panel, you do need a camera though. I will say that. But yeah, if you want to come up here, give your predictions. You know how you guys think the fights are going to go this coming weekend. It's a good weekend of boxing. And yeah, man. Definitely on Monday, we're going to have a lot to talk about, hopefully. Hopefully some of these fights, we get some upsets, get a little bit of everything, man. Be nice to see both guys go through a little bit of adversity. You know how it goes. I want to see some guys in the pressure cooker in some situations. There's nothing wrong with that, man. I don't like when people protect fighters, bro. My man said Boots going to shit the bed. Damn. Damn, Eddie Alvarez, man. He got Boots losing, bro. He said Xander gonna win. He said Xander Zaya's gonna win, man. I don't know, bro. We'll see. We'll see what Xander can do with it. I do like Xander Zayas, though, man. I think him daring to be great is one thing, but he's been in this boxing thing a long time. Since he was 16. Yeah, he didn't really need to take this fight. He could have pivoted, done something else, but nah, he ran to the smoke, man. He ran to the smoke. That's what's up, man. That's what we like to see. So yeah, man. I think it was good that Usyk vacated his belts. Especially if it sounds like he's gonna retire. I think that's the way to go. Allow the division to move on. Allow the other guys to go in there and do their thing. Allow those guys to win belts. Allow those guys to make more money. When they're champions, they get some leverage. So shout out to Usyk for not holding up the division, 1 and 2, for vacating the belts, man, allowing the young guys to fight now. I think that was a good move, man. We'll see who his last fight is, though. I don't know who his last fight is. I don't know who the last fight gonna be. But we'll see, man. We'll see. My bad, yo. Trying to figure out this we got Jahad Tucker here. Sendeo. These dudes, bro. It's probably gonna be fight of the night in my eyes, man. Shout out to them, man. They fighting at a catchweight too. What the heck? Oh no, they 160. See, like I said, man, I feel like Jahad should be at a smaller weight. But he got enough skills to fight at the weights 160 for sure. But shout out to these guys, man. I think this gonna be the fight of the night, bro, on the Boots card. They gonna bring it, man. I think they gonna bring it early and often. And Jahad Tucker, he's a dog. You know how he gonna get down, man. Yo, he said F you, man. Yeah. Oh, man. That's crazy, bro. Shout out to him, bro, for that, John Tucker. Oh man, he says Xander a fireman. Yeah, bro, he's going in the fire for sure, Eddie. He definitely is. Say any news on your brother's next fight? Yeah, man, my brother got a fight lined up. Shit. Let me pull it up. Pull up the poster. I know he's fighting August 27th. Damn, what the hell, man? I pull up the poster and the Blue Jays getting their ass whooped. What the flip? I didn't want to see that. Oh no, it's a run. Oh, 1-run game. Okay. What the hell is it? My dad. I could swore he tagged me in it. Flip. Maybe not. All right. I know the poster's here somewhere. All right, there we go. Found it. Yeah, man. If you in the city, August 27th at the Mississauga Convention Center. Yeah, my brother returns back into action. He doesn't have an opponent yet, but he's in training, getting ready to go. Ranked number 52 in the world at the super welterweight division. Yeah, man, we getting ready, man. Still trying to stay active, man. Not trying to wait on too many people. Just trying to keep the ball rolling. Trying to keep continuing to get the ranking up. That way we can have some more leverage when we start talking about these other fights, man. You know, saying that we highly ranked and stuff like that. You look at some of the names that were above, man. It's like, you know, some of the names is familiar names. Man. My brother's here, 53. Sorry, I said 52, 53. But like Ishmael Davis, which I think is a good fight. Bilal Floss, I think that's also a good fight. Grant Flores, Jaleel Hackett, Joey Spencer. Well, I think he said he went to 47. Alex Bray. I don't know how that guy's ranked so high, man. He never really fought anybody. But hey, salute to him. His team's doing what they supposed to do. Trayvon Marshall. Shit, my brother's in front of Ugas now. Pablo Valdez. That's another dude my brother wanted to fight. But yeah. Not everybody just jumping up to fight my bro, man. But hey, August 27th, he back in the ring. So that's all he's worried about is getting back in there, putting on another good show, man. That's what it's about. Back in there for the fans. Show up, show out. T-Rex in the building. Salute. That Boots about to shave the beard for the fight. Damn. Well, I think he only got to shave a little bit, right? You don't have to shave the whole beard. You just got to trim it, from what I read. Donnie956 said, I'm hoping Tucker loses. Damn, you want my man Jahad to lose? Nah, man, Jahad got to win. Need to bring on your brother, man, and dad so you can get to know them. Yeah, I do, bro. I do got to get them both on. I've had them on before, but it's been a while. It's been a while. I do got to get them on. Salute to my brother, man, doing his thing. But yeah, you're right, Eddie Alvarez. Got to get the updates, bro. Got to keep y'all update. My man Shawa said, I thought y'all wasn't talking nothing on the beard. Yeah, I don't care about the beard. Wasn't taking nothing off the beard. I don't know. It sounds like he's trimming it from what I saw. I don't understand it. What if he was? I don't know. Is Jaron Muslim? Because I think if you Muslim, you can't even trim the beard. What I think I know. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm not Muslim myself. But I thought that was the thing. I thought that's why guys had the beards, right? Certain guys, because of religion. But if it isn't, then yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Shout out, man. Yeah, man. What other news we got in boxing these days, man? Some other news we got other than the same guys not fighting each other, just on Twitter talking. I'm not gonna talk about those guys because those guys they ain't doing nothing, bro. They ain't doing that. Okay, yeah, we could definitely talk about Lucas Body and Floyd Schofield. That might be a thing for real. So that might be a fight we actually see. I think I saw MVP Promotions posting about it. So that's something that I think they're gonna go for Lucas, man. They're gonna go try to get that fight done. I do think they could definitely bring it. They can definitely bring it, man. I don't know where they put it, which card they gonna put that one on. The Lucas Body one. But they can definitely go ahead and definitely get that one, man. Shout out to Jake Paul, man. They already on it. Lucas Body's fighting for the 135-pound WBA world title. It's gonna be vacant. So Kid Austin thought he can just slide up to the side and dodge it. Nah, man. You have to fight my mans in the Lucas Body. Now, I don't know if he's gonna come to Canada or not. That's a whole different thing. I don't know, bro. He may not. But we know for sure they fight. They fight. Shout out to Lucas Body, bro. He's finna put Kid Schofield in the blender, man. Get him out of boxing, bro. Pack him up.
No, I'm 1-18 in boxing. Like, what's some tips?
I ain't gonna lie. 1 and 18?
Yeah.
Stop boxing.
Go.
Yo, man, we gonna pack him up, man. Get Schofield Jr. out of here, man. Pack him up. Have his dad over there. Look at him. He gonna be my son, my son, my son. You know, he gonna talk crazy like that, right? Oh, man. It gonna be crazy, man. It gonna be crazy. Shout out to my guy, Attorney Bailey in the building. Said Ryan, respect from the ATL. Salute, Attorney Bailey, man. I appreciate you, dog. Eddie Alvarez said boots, beards like padding in a glove. Oh, nah, man. Nah. The beard, nah, man. We can't do that. Dr. Boxing Talk said Gypsy King. Yeah, he ain't Muslim. And he was gosh dang bearded dragon against Usyk in the last fight. Yo, he was, bro. He was. Shout out to Punch Talk Boxing in the building. Salute. My man Doc said, yeah, talk to him, Shaba. I guess, yeah. yeah. I guess they got it. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I saw the commission say something like Boots had to trim it or something like that. That's from what they said. Shawa said, please, that body bash, dude. Yeah, I've been waiting to see them two fight. No, for real. Ever since Lucas stopped H2O, they should have been, they should have been fighting. He said, don't take away my ranch, but I got Kid beating body. Hey, man, to each his own. He said, Auntie Ho. Yo, man, I'm telling you, man. Schofield, he be lying all the time, bro. He worse.
Never told me she was black.
Did I or did I not assault you?
Oh, he beat the hell out of me, man.
What?
Look, I'm not gonna lie to the sister.
You son of a...
Bro, Schofield be lying about everything, man. We gotta pack him up, get him out of boxing. Well, I shouldn't say that, bro. But we need to humble him. He needs to be humble, man, because this is nuts. All the stuff that my man be saying, Schofield, it's crazy, bro. I'm talking about senior too, because we don't really hear from kid, man. He don't really be talking. It's crazy, man. It's like he over there. It's like his dad's like, nah, you better not say nothing, son. I'm speaking about everything here tonight. You just sit over there in the corner. Like, it'd be wild, man. The Schofields, man. I'm telling you, bro. They always up to something, bro. My man Cut Creator in the building. Salute, champ. He said Boots wins by a hair of his chinny chin chin. Oh, man. Y'all terrible, bro. Y'all gotta leave that man alone, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, man. Shout out to Boots Ennis, bro. And he been fighting with that beard for a minute, so I don't know why, people making it a big deal. He's always had the beard. I just feel like, I feel like it's just Xander's team trying to throw, a little wrench in there, try to distract, you know what I'm saying? Try to distract that man. Boots Ennis, make him do something he hasn't had to do in a while. Make him a little concerned, but, I don't know. I think Boots will be all right. Lying ass skull. Yeah, man. They be like, they be lying so much. And it's like, bro, like, how do you think, like, I wonder if people really believe them too. Like, isn't there anybody out there like that's Team Schofield? Like, yeah, yo, they right, man. That Tank Davis is ducking us. Like, I wonder if there's people out there really saying that type of stuff. Like, to where this dude got fans, like, believing him, because, man, it's the way Schofield be lying, I'd be like, man, like, this dude sound, like, he don't hear himself, he sound crazy. Most of the time, he be sounding crazy. Not all the time, but, like, 90% of the time, he be saying some wild stuff to where it just makes you look like, bro, like, what are you talking about? What are you saying, Schofield? My man Donnie 956 says, I do think when the beard is too long, it hides the chin a bit. Takes some depth perception. Yo, that's true. That's true. That is true. Jay Gon said, I like Skull, but his dad is controlling him, holding him back just for the big paydays. Yeah, man. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact, man. And it's kind of sad to see, bro. Because I think Schofield, he do deserve to be fighting. He probably should have already fought already. He hasn't fought since when? Since the Tevin Farmer? Or did he have a fight after that? I thought he was supposed to fight Jojo Diaz and something happened where he pulled out the fight. So he's been inactive for a minute. And same with Lucas Body too. Yeah, man, I opened up the panel for sure. If y'all want to check out the link there. There's also the links pinned in the YouTube chat. But this is the panel link if you want to come up with your camera up here and talk that ish. But we also got the Discord rocking. We got the X Spaces. Those are the ones that are linked to the chat. You know what I'm saying? All right. Where did I leave off? Anti-Schofield. That's where I left off. My man Cut Creator said the only people that believe in Schofields is that fake tow truck driver. Yeah, man. Yo, man, honestly. The guy be, I don't know, man. And I don't think they go over to Ness's show anymore because, Ness, bruh, I was watching the show one time. Like, I wasn't on the panel. I was watching the show one time, TBV. And, like, it was Kid Austin and Ness. And then I think somebody else was on the panel with Ness and asked him a question. I think it was round one. Asked him a question. And Schofield's dad popped up. It was like he was behind the camera, bro. Like, he was on the other side, like, watching, like, directing and stuff. And then he popped up. And he popped up, bro. And then, the shit was funny, bro. I was like, yo, where this guy come from? Like, why can't he just let his son just talk, man? Like, what the flip? Came in front of the camera. He started answering round one's questions, bro, about that were for Schofield. And that's when I was like, yeah, Schofield ain't never going to say nothing in his career, man. Hey, what up? Yes, indeed, sound. I didn't know the difference. What's the Discord? That's the Discord link right there. I just put in the chat. That's the Discord link. Let me talk to your son. Yeah. I think, yo. Yo, I don't know if that was the same episode. That might have been the same episode that he said that, bro. That might have been the same one. At round one said, let me talk to your son, yo. Shout out to Two-Tone. Yo, Two-Tone got that shit clipped up, bro. I was laughing, bro. Oh, man. Yeah, popped up. Yo, super zesty, man. He funny, man. Shout out to Senior, man. He funny, though. Like, he comedy, man. He comedy, for sure. And, like, he really trying to push his son's career, right? So I can't knock it, man. But, like, the way he controls his son, I think, is a little weird. Because, like, it's like your son's not a kid no more, man. He's older now, man. Like, you starting to give off some Joe Jackson vibes, dog. Like, you starting to get in that type of territory where we thinking like, damn, bro, you gonna let that man breathe? Let that man Schofield do something, bro? Or you just gonna, hold him down for the rest of his life, man? Like, I'm surprised Schofield he even got a kid, man. Like, when he get time to get out the house and get busy, like, that's crazy. His dad was probably like worried sick about him, man. Figuring out where he was at. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on with him, bro. But hey, shout out to him. Looks like Josh Kelly is going to be fighting on the Anthony Joshua undercard, it looks like. Yeah, what I'm seeing. Kelly on July 25th, because I'm pretty sure that's AJ. He's fighting. Sebastian Fedora could follow. Oh my God. Y'all believe that? Nah, I don't even believe that, bro. I'll be the first one to tell you guys. I don't believe none of that stuff, man. Okay, salute. Shawa added me to the server. Salute. Salute to K Banger, my guy, man. Salute, man. What up, K Banger? He said, first time on the channel, man. Just subscribe. Salute to my guy taking Xander on this one. Shoot. Although I know that this is Boots' time to shine, but I'm sticking with my culture, man. Yeah. You got to stick with your guy, bro. Shout out to K Banger, man. Salute to you, bro. I appreciate you for tuning in. Nah, man, I just don't know when he had the time, yo. His dad always be on top of him. So, like, damn, you think, like, if he went out for a night, like, he'd have a tracker on him, bro. His dad not, letting him out of sight. And I feel like he treat him like how Joe Jackson treat Michael, bro. Like, you don't want to let kid out of sight. That's the moneymaker, man. Donnie956 said Eddie will feed him the boots before Fedora. Yeah, I believe so, too. That's why I'm like, Fedora, like, what? Yeah, I think the same thing, bro. I think you try to make Boots a 3-belt champion if he wins. And then, you go for the undisputed fight. Which the PBC, which, it's going to sound crazy, but they always hold out for the undisputed fight, man. Caleb Plant, he held out. He turned down like 2 Canelo fights. And then he became the last one, so he got the biggest check of all the guys, because he's the last missing piece. And then, Earl Spence and Bud Crawford. So they, the PBC will do the undisputed fight. They do it. Yes, indeed, said I got Xander too. I have worries and concerns, but yeah. Shout out to Xander, man. He got a lot of people. And I think, like, the lines have been swinging towards Boots, so It's weird, man. But on the YouTube scene, I've been seeing a lot of different things. I've been seeing people say that Boots gonna stop him, this and that. His fight ain't going the distance, and that's where I'm just like, I don't know, bro. I think Xander can go the distance for sure. I don't think Xander isn't a great fighter. I think Xander is a master boxer, bro. Like I look at Xander, and some Devin Haney fans gonna get mad at me when I say this, but I think Xander's like a 154 Devin Haney, bro. Like the way he goes about his business. Like he's great on his feet. He got a good jab. He knows where to move in and out the ring. He knows where he's at all times. You know, I just say like he just lacks the same thing Devin Haney lacks. He's not a power puncher. Like he's not a knockout artist. He's not gonna stop everybody, but he got game plans. He's a thinking fighter in that ring, and he can get the job done. K Bangin said this has to be Xander's last fight at 54. 160 has some good fights there for him. Nah, no doubt, man. 160 starting to slowly. I don't know if it's getting better or if it's just getting younger. I think it's getting younger. You know, there's a lot of guys rolling over now. Like Carlos Adames is moving up to 68. I mean, Lara's still there. You know, supposedly Janabek is coming back to 160. But yeah, I think 160 still not as good as 54. But I agree with you. I think Xander should move out. Shout out to my guy Niles in the building. MVSTP Boxing. He says Zayas straight bias Puerto Rico flag. Salute Puerto Rico, man. Y'all better be in there loud in the garden, not the garden, the Barclays, man. I think Tim Tszyu will pack Spence up. I don't know, man. Tim Tszyu, he's a weird guy. Like Tim Tszyu's been in or had 3 different coaches his last 3 fights, like 3 different camps. He can't seem to. Maybe it's not the coaches, Tim. Maybe it's you, bro. You can't seem to keep a coach, man. That's weird, man. Eddie Alvarez said Fendora is still the best 154 to me. Okay. Think Fendora's the best 54 pounder, man? I don't know, man. Yes, indeed, boxing. That's right, yeah. 160 division belongs to Zuffa. What? Says who? I don't know, bro. Like, did you see Amari Jones fight on that Golden Boy card? He might beat Aaron McKenna, man. That dude. He gonna be the mandatory too. I think he is the mandatory. He won eliminator. So whoever win the belt for the IBF, they're gonna have to fight Amari. Cause you know the IBF and Zuffa. So you know IBF, as soon as whoever wins that belt from Zuffa, they gonna order the fight the same night, bro. They definitely not gonna try to keep that belt over there. That's for sure. The IBF, they funny, man. Funny. But I think Zuffa has done a good job of bringing 60-pounders in. You know, they got Shane Mosley. They got Chilo Hackett, who moved up. They got Deverenchenko. That was a good one, Deverenchenko. They got who else they got over there? Callum Walsh. I think they're gonna protect. Callum Walsh is on the protection program at Zuffa. They're not gonna put him in tough. You know, even Tyler Denny. I don't think Tyler Denny. He's not a knockout puncher. So we'll see. But yeah, man. I think whoever wins that belt will be fighting Amari Jones. Kate Bangin said, was Janabek ever suspended for popping dirty? Yeah. I think he was, man. I just don't understand why he's not getting stripped of his belts, because I think he's basically a champion in recess. And I don't even know if the WBA, oh no, he didn't have the BA. Lara has that. But yeah, I don't know if it's the BO. I think the IBF stripped him. I think it's the WBO that put him in recess, but I think it was the IBF that stripped him. That's why, yeah, the IBF stripped him. That's why Aaron McKenna is fighting for the IBF. So it was the IBF who stripped Janabek, and the WBO didn't. So he's like a champion in recess with the WBO, which I don't understand. They should have stripped him as well. But you know, not everybody's strict like the IBF is. Yes, indeed, says EJ about the Merc tip. Hey man, I hope so, but like I worry about I worry about inactivity with Earl Spence. I worry about lifestyle habits. Those things. You know, just the things he said. Like, I know he was being open with Andre Ward in that interview, but just the things that he said was like, man, is his personality, bro. It's not his fault, bro. But like, he's not living the lifestyle of a boxer, and then he's even saying things about, oh, I'm thinking about where I'm gonna go on vacation. So now I'm like, damn, bro, is you 1 foot in, 1 foot out in this fight? Cause like, that's how you get hurt for real, for real. But I hope Spence shows up and can win the fight. Cause I think if you look around 54, this is probably one of those fights he should win. Like, when you look at the names, you're probably like, I don't know if Spence can beat that guy, but Tim Tszyu should be one of the names he could beat, right? But I'm still a guy. It's like, I really don't know, because I don't know which Earl's gonna show up in the ring. But we'll see. We'll see. He'll be fighting Aaron McKenna. Cindy said, I like Aaron. Yeah, Aaron McKenna's good. He's a good fighter. Yeah, Janabek got suspended, not stripped by the BO. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't understand that. Codes of Boxing, what's going on? Salute. Man, Donnie 956. He's naming off the 60 pounders. They have Jaleel Hackett, Mateo Tapa. Yo, man. My brothers used to spar with him in Florida. He's a good fighter. Shout out to him. We're getting signed to Zufa. Callum Walsh, Andreas Cass. Yeah, he's another good guy. Masal, Rodriguez, who lost the Cats. Butayev, I feel like he's too small to be 60, but he had a good showing. Aaron McKenna and Sergey Boychuk, yeah. No, they definitely got a decent crop, man. Omega Alphatron, what's going on, bro? Salute. Thank you for tuning in, man. Yes, indeed. Said, I have faith. You got faith in EJ? He said it's not like Tim has looked great or had the best opponent since the Backroom fight. Yeah. And since the Backroom fight, probably his best opponent was Fedora. And, Fedora beat the hell out of him in the second fight. Fedora wasn't playing around, man. He put the beats on Tim Tszyu. That was wild. That was wild, man. That was wild. Tim Tszyu went out sad in that fight. I'm just like, damn, I don't know how many more fights Tim Tszyu could take like that. But we'll see. We'll see what Tim Tszyu's made of next month, July. And they going to Australia, so it's gonna be tough. Tough atmosphere for Earl Spence. He's gonna be on the road, man. I can't remember the last time he's fought on the road like that. Was it Kell Brook when he won his first world title? Man. My man Donnie said they really need to go get Danier. Who's that? Danier Yugoslavinov out there, man. Maybe against Vlad Finn. Vlad Penin. Yeah, he's a good fighter too. Vlad got a good win too, man. On his Zuffa debut. The Danier versus Stanionis will be nice. Yeah, I don't know where's Stanionis gonna fight, because he's definitely not a 60-pounder. He'll get packed the hell up. He's too small. He's way too small, and I like him, man. But he's just I think he's way too small. But we'll see. We'll see what they can do with him. Maybe they can. Maybe they can't. But we'll see. Hamza Shiraz saying he'll be permitted with a voluntary defense. Let's see who he fights. Who you guys think he'll fight, man? Hamza Shiraz, another guy. I think he's on the Turkey protection program. Oh, those guys are at 47? Okay. All right. Yeah, he'll fight at 47 then. Yeah, for sure. Stanionis. He should. I don't know why Stanionis, is he not signed to Zuffa? I don't know what's going on with him. I haven't seen Stanionis fight in so long. I mean, now said thoughts on Popeye versus Ben. Yo, man, Ben. I think Ben's gonna stop him. Um, Popeye Rivera, he had a good fight against Badu Jack a couple years ago. But you hear what I said? A couple years ago, I think he's been out the ring for 2 years, and that fight was at light. Oh yeah, it was at light heavyweight, so it's a couple years ago, maybe even longer, because Badu Jack, he's been at cruiserweight for a while now. So yeah, that was probably his best showing against Badu Jack. But he's been inactive for 2 years. Ben Whitaker, Ben Whitaker's starting to take the fight game extremely serious. He's hurting people, man. He's sitting down on the punches. He's really starting to just take guys out. He's not even playing with guys no more. So I got Ben Whitaker by stoppage. Probably late in the fight stoppage. Shout out to Jay Gons with the $5 super chat. He said, I have to go, Ryan. My guy from the 6, like and subscribe. Salute, brother. Have a good one, man. Have a good night, bro. We'll talk to you soon, man. I'll be back on Saturday with the watch party, so make sure y'all tap in with me. Drop chips with the dip, dog. I appreciate you.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Yes, sir. Got my man Chad from Canada. Try to get him up here. What up, Chad?
Yo, you got me?
Yes, sir. I got you, man.
Well, look, I'm gotta admit, I'm in the same situation I was last time where I was dropping out. So let's hope that I don't have any problems. But if I start having issues, let me know.
Yeah.
I just can't help myself. I wanted to give it a try. But yeah, you're liking Whitaker these days, eh, Ryan?
I am, bro. Him and Andy Lee, they look good. Though he look like he's serious now. He's not playing around in the ring.
You know what? I've always liked Lee, but I don't know how to describe his career really. It's an unusual career, and when he was at his most busiest and most consistent, he's fun to watch. Like he's got good technique and everything. I like watching him in there, but just seemed to lack something extra, and I don't know how to put my finger on it. Like something that, as far as excitement goes, but I'm very curious to see how he is now on this like kind of comeback, return run. I'm hoping we're going to see something good. Like I'm hoping he's back, focused, and going to develop and turn into something. Because I always thought there was great potential, if nothing else, with him. But Whitaker, man, I'll be honest with you. Like with the whole drunken boxing thing, I was cool with it, but it didn't grab me in a meaningful way, and I just feel like I don't really know him at all. Like, it just seemed kind of gimmicky. But now that you are saying, like you feel like he's fighting with more intensity, more like kind of like credibility in there, I'm with it, because it seemed like I get the entertainment, and he was moving in there like. I mean, the talent's through the roof, but this isn't Cirque du Soleil either, man. Like,
yeah.
So it's, like it's useful to me up to a point, but when it crosses a line where it's too gimmicky, it's hard to describe. It's just, I know it when I see it, that's all I can say.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. I think it appealed more to like the kids, man. The kids saw him in the ring doing that, and they were like, "Oh wow!" Like the boxing purists was like not really impressed. We were like, "Yo, come on, man. We want to see some boxing. Like, we want to see some skill." But I think his last couple fights, Ben Whitaker's been showing it. But the problem is, it's just the opposition. It's not, he's not facing anybody that we think is dangerous to him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with him. I mean, most fans aren't gonna give a fighter slack, but I personally would be okay with a few fights if he's like clearly working in a new style or trying to work some stuff out. I don't mind that at all, especially if he's getting in there and being exciting, right? So yeah, I'm good with it. I'm good with a direction like that from him. I'll follow, and I'm going to try and watch his fight for sure. But I feel like I don't he's not a fighter I can comment on too much. Like I don't feel like I really know him that well, to be honest with you. It's kind of, what do you think, Ryan? It's kind of a UK thing with him too, right? Like you
Yeah,
think
I
the
agree.
Americans?
I agree because
Yeah,
that's he was with Ben Shalom like his first like 10 fights. He just got with Eddie. Like he was with Ben
yeah,
Shalom, and I think Boxer, like, not many people were still high on them. It was hard to find their cards. They were on like Triller, and then they were on like a different Peacock for a while. They were bumping around to different networks, so they weren't. It wasn't easy to find his fights. And then the Riyadh season's probably the one that everybody saw him on, and that's the one where he had his arguably his worst performance. So it's like, hey, what's all the hype about?
yeah. I'm thinking if you missed the first portion of his career where he was really doing that, like drunken type of style. I don't know how else to call it. I think if you missed that and yeah, you just pick up with him in the last few fights, yeah, you may be kind of wondering what's the fuss about, right? Because it really was that, it was he was
Right.
super entertaining, right? Super
Yeah.
entertaining. But yeah, I feel like Americans are kind of just finding out about him more or less. Like it was kind of a UK thing.
Yeah.
Um, but hey, Ryan, like, who I feel like I haven't. Sorry, man. There's a car passing. That's probably
All
really
good,
loud,
man.
eh?
No, you're good.
Um, I'll do my best to try and mute it. Look, what do you think about the main event, though, bro? Like, I feel like I haven't really heard you speaking directly, even though I've seen you on a couple shows. I haven't heard your official take. So, like, who you got? Who you got tomorrow?
Just off the top, I got Jerron winning by decision, but I think Xander gonna give us a good performance. I think Xander will win a lot of the Puerto Ricans over. He'll win the hearts over. And I think he'll be a superstar still. I think he'll go on to 160 and do big things, but I just think Boots, it's he's just a little bit better, man, just right now. Just where they're at. Maybe they meet up again at 160 after Xander's done some work. Maybe they meet up and have a rematch there, but I think as of right now, Jaron Ennis is the superior fighter, and I think he understands all the pressures on him. We want to see Boots become, do some special things, and this is a fight he can definitely go ahead and have a show out performance. And I got him winning by decision, though. I'm not picking the knockout like most people.
I think that's totally reasonable. And I can see why people want to call for a knockout. It's just that there's two ways to do it. Like with a logical, sensible idea of how he could do it, versus people that are like, "Oh, it's easy work, man, easy work." Like, I'm not trying to hear all that, but I'm gonna say, like, I'm wishing on a star, man. Like, I want to believe that Zayas is going to get pushed to something we haven't seen. Like, that Boots, his excellence is going to, give that spark to Xander. I'm hoping that's what we're going to see, and I think a decision, Xander by decision. That's what I think,
Yeah, man. If
and I'm
that could
sticking. I'm
happen,
sticking with it.
that's going to be an amazing thing, I think, for Puerto Rico, for boxing. Upsets are always good in boxing, man. I love upsets. I think Xander winning, man, that'd be good for Puerto Rico, man. I think he'd be the first guy, or the first guy as of late that'd be like a Puerto Rican star on the cusp since like Cotto. Cotto was the last guy who was really holding it down, but I think Xander got the opportunity. Obviously, he's taking the opportunity to do something special.
One thing, man, I have not heard many. I've heard a few people, but barely any, trying to poo-poo the fight, that regardless of who wins, somehow the fight would be boring or not an exciting fight. I think that everyone agrees that we're going to get something, like we should get a classic, man.
Yeah, I think so.
Regardless, like, yeah, like for either result to happen, something great's gonna have to happen in there, and that's what I find exciting as a boxing fan. Like, and so any fight that can produce that, I'm with it, man. So who knew? Who knew that it would have fans this excited? Because
Yeah,
I don't think it wasn't really the fight that was foremost in boxing fans' minds. Let's be honest, right?
no,
And and it's got to fever pitch now. Like, I'm excited to see it, and I think it's going to be a good fight.
Now I think it's gonna be an awesome fight, man. And it's in New York City, so the Puerto Ricans are gonna be out. It's gonna be loud in there, and that's one of my keys, man. I said if Xander wants to have success, he's gotta have big moments early in the fight because Boots Ennis he's a quick starter, man. He starts the fight aggressively, and if he can jump out on top of you, he will.
Yeah, like I'm there for it. Like, if that's what's gonna happen, if that's how the fight's gonna go, I'm with it. Like, as much as I want to see Xander, I feel like I've been following Xander a long time, and his career is kind of, for a long time, it was, I want to say, underproducing. I don't know if that's the right term, but like, he was having great fights and always against challenging guys. Like, if they weren't highly skilled, they'd be really durable. Like, and I liked how Top Rank was developing him. People would complain, but I feel like a lot of those people weren't actually watching the fights.
Right. I agree, man.
Sorry, man. I just have to mute for the vehicle. Yeah, look, like I think some people weren't watching all those fights. The point is this, now he's arrived at this moment. Feel like it's been building to something great for him. Because I think as a pure boxer, he's excellent. He's one of the best to watch. I enjoy watching him. Some people find his fights boring, right? It's too many decisions. But I enjoy watching him in there, man. Like, I think he's a great, fun boxer to watch. There's been a few fights where he fights down to his opposition sometimes. That would be my criticism. So as much as he does that, I'm hoping, like I said, that he will fight up to a guy like Boots, right? Like, those type of fighters tend to go in both directions, right? They can be pushed to great things too if the opponent is great.
Yep. That's absolutely true, man. You fight up to your opposition when your back's against the wall, man. I got this $5 super chat from Polo Buck. Salute, Polo Buck. I appreciate you, bro. He said, we tapping in tomorrow for sure. Yeah, man. I'm gonna do the live fight chat. Definitely gonna watch this fight. This is an amazing fight, man. We've been waiting for something like this, I feel like, all year. It's gonna be
it has I don't know, for hardcore fans anyway, I think it has a mega fight feel to it, even though it's not technically a mega fight. Just feels like we're getting our money's worth on this one, man. Basically, like, that's what fans really want, is just like to be excited about the potential of a good fight, instead of like, a lot of the matching can be really lukewarm, man, now at the very top, for champions especially. So yeah, man, like, we want to see these guys challenged. We want to see them pushed. We want to see great things. Like, you see all the reels and stuff of previous eras and all these greats. Well, we have them in our era too, but they need to be matched properly and pushed. Like, I think fans sometimes go too easy, like, willing to allow these guys kind of, off the hook. Like, yeah, they can't have every fight can't be a mega fight, but we definitely need to see the greatness out there. We need to see it tested. We need to see it. You can't just like what's going on with Shakur. Like, I feel like that's part of the problem with him. Is like fans just accept that he's better than everyone without him having to actually prove it, which is crazy to me. Like, there's got to be a limit with that, right? Like, I definitely accept that he's a generational great, but come on, man. He's young. He needs to get in there and be fighting the best.
Yeah, I agree.
The best. Man. Yes, man.
That's what Xander's doing. And then, next week, another guy, Abdullah Mason's kind of doing the same thing. He could have took a lesser opponent, but he took on Albert Bell, man. Might be a tougher fight than he was initially scheduled for.
I think that says to me that they're listening to the fans, right? Because, when it comes to Ohio, there's like guys like Treese, right? That love Albert Bell and want to see him in there. So I think it's a totally good look, man. They're basically giving the fans what they want. I've seen a lot of people super happy about that fight. Of course, there's always going to be people that don't care or don't like it, but I agree with you. I think it's a good look for Mason, a really good look. I thought Cordina was a good choice too, to be honest. Some people didn't like it or think that Cordina is somehow weak. former champ is always a good look.
Yeah.
For a first title defense. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
No, I agree, man.
Yeah.
Your first title defense, like you said, former champ, and he was the mandatory, so you just get that out the way, and you can do a couple defenses or try to unify. Yeah, man, it made perfect sense. But he had a situation for whatever reason with his visa. But it is what it is. We here now. What do you think
Look,
about this
Ryan.
beard thing, man?
Oh shoot. I mean, it's hard for me to get too excited about that. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like is Xander playing? Are they trying to do a little mind games?
I think
Maybe,
they are.
right?
I
Like,
think they are.
yeah, you know how it is. You know how it is from team to team, right? So, and does it work? I doubt it. Like, I feel like Boots and them, they're too pro and too beyond letting that throw the fight. Like, good grief. So whatever. Just whatever. Something to talk about for people, I guess. But
Yep.
really, the beer isn't gonna be throwing any shots. So
Exactly. Yeah, man. I thought it was pretty funny that I saw like the big, just everybody making a big deal out the beard. It's like, oh man, beard's not.
Yo,
Good.
Ryan, I think it shows how much people have a taste for this fight, though. Like,
You're right.
people are
You're
clamoring.
nitpicking.
Yeah. They're clamoring for anything they can get, right? Details, things going on, anything to do with it. So it's really a good thing. Like, it's not like some negative brawl or some like crap to make the whole thing spoil the whole weekend. It's fun. It's like his beard, whatever. Yeah, I'm with it. I feel like the whole thing is pretty upbeat, as far as people want to make it, try and make it whatever. I feel like for the fighters, it's been a good week, fight week,
Yeah, man.
Listen, Ryan, I gotta let you go. I'm sorry, man. I gotta jump off.
Good, man. Good. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks. I'll see you tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, man. Peace. Shout out to Chad, man, from Canada. He's out for his walk, called into the show. I appreciate Chad, man. Shout out to the chat then. Oh, my man, Polar Bug, man. I didn't give you your chips with the dip, dog.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Yes, sir. We will be live again tomorrow night for the Boots and Xander card. I will be doing the watch party. I'll score the cards live here. We can score them together. You guys let me know in the chat what you like. But I will be here again live tomorrow night talking about the fights, man. Shout out to my guy Zero Earth in the building. Salute. Hope you're enjoying the channel, man. Hope you sub, like, and share so we can get some more people here. It's nothing to know. We talking about boxing, bro. He said, honestly, the fight doesn't matter. It's whoever fights Fedora. Ooh. He has the green belt. You like that green belt, huh? I like the green belt until Mauricio Suleiman started doing a whole bunch of BS with the green belt. He's kind of like devalued it, man, with all the stuff he's been doing. But hey, it is what it is. Adam Hurley said, what do you mean? Oh, you must be talking to somebody. Said, of course it matters. The winner gets Fedora, and it proves if Boots is that guy. Shout out to Xander for stepping up to the plate. Yes. Adam Hurley says Xander's the beast for taking this fight. I have to admit, Virgil didn't do it. Hey. That is absolutely true, bro. Freaking Virgil.
Yeah.
Ducked out the fight.
Yeah.
Tried to go behind Golden Boy's back.
Yeah.
And failed miserably, bro. I don't know what the hell is wrong with that guy. You know what I'm saying? But hey, at least Oscar said he's ready to talk about Virgil getting back in the ring. So hopefully we see him in the ring soon. My man Zell Earth said, I wish there was a cool boxing hat. True. It's actually, it is a good card, man. It is a good card. Shout out to Eddie Alvarez. Want to hear that 6, boy? We in the building. Donnie 956 said Mauricio calling out fighters for changing when they come. When the money comes in. Yo, bro, Mauricio is terrible, dog. Like the shit he did to Shakur, and it's like, no, first it was Bud, right? Bud didn't pay him. Bud didn't pay him. Yo, Bud ran off with that ring they gave him and didn't pay him. And then literally, from what I saw, they had that PBC show and it was like WBC belt heavy. Top of the bill was Eastside Cruz, Lamont Roach fighting for a WBC. Was it interim? I think it was the interim 35 belt. But Shakur had the full at the time. And then were they fighting for the 35? I think they might have been fighting for the 140. They were fighting for an interim though. I think it was 140. And then literally the co-main Stephen Fulton and shock because Stephen Fulton missed weight. They elevated that fight to a WBC interim at 35, which was nuts at the time. I was like, wow, they really want their money tonight. So they made sure they got in on the PBC card and got some money, bro. But you know what I'm saying? I don't get them, man. The WBC, they just been doing some weird stuff. Then they suspended Ryan Garcia, but then as soon as they take him off suspension, award him a fight with the champion, Mario Barrios, elevate Conor Benn all the way to number 1 when he hasn't fought in the division for like 2 years. Just weird stuff, man. Weird stuff. Man, Donnie 956 says he was pretty much talking shit on Usyk. Yeah, man. Well, I would change too. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm getting big bucks, bro, I'm wheeling out any percentages that I could wheel out at that point. So that's the sanctioning bodies. We get into like Turkey Al Sheikh's graces, or we get some AJ money, some Canelo money. We don't need belts, bro. We don't need belts. Belts are afterthought at that point. Like we don't need belts. We here to collect the bread, bro. We prize fighters at that point. You know what I'm saying? And then Mauricio and whomever else, they can make up some whatever belt they want to make up because they always making up some weird belt to try to attach themselves to the freaking events. They can make it up, bro. But we not accepting that shit. We treating it like Riddick Bowe and them, just throwing it in the trash like my man freaking what my man do with that? My man AJ, man, when he threw the belts, when he threw Usyk's belts. That was crazy, bro. That was crazy. But yeah, man, we definitely not holding on to the belts if we get to that type of money. Suleiman is the worst. Yeah. Donnie 956 said, I love when Bivol waved off the WBC belt. Yeah, I love that too, man. Because the WBC played Bivol. They played him bad, man. They played him bad. He just won his belt against Beterbiev. And literally like a week later, they ordered him to fight David Benavidez. And the worst part about that whole thing is David had a chance to fight Canelo. They said you could stay at 68, we'll enforce that, or you can move up to 75 and we'll enforce that. He said he's moving up to 75, man. So I don't want to hear about no Canelo stuff when it comes to David because he had his shot, man, at the end of the day. Oh, man. Donnie said Mauricio in the shower punching the air for losing 3% on Usyk's next fight. Yeah, bro. So Usyk be making the bank with Turkey Al Sheikh. Any Turkey Al Sheikh fighter, Mauricio Suleiman trying to get in their good graces, man. And that's Ryan Garcia right now. That's why he gave Ryan Garcia that shot, bro. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's why they also trying to get in Benavidez' graces. They see they trying to treat him. They trying to treat David like they treat Canelo, bro. They trying to give him all these opportunities. They told the cruiserweight champ Noel, nah, you can't fight no Jay Apataya unless you're gonna get stripped, bro. Like they literally blocked the whole fight, bro. The man tried to go fight Jay Apataya. Opataya trying to get back in the mix to get a belt because he want to be undisputed. And the WBC literally just put the stop sign up on that. They said, nah, bro, you gotta fight Benavidez, or else you lose your belt. Like, what? That's his bargaining chip right now, Noel. His belt, man. Or else nobody gonna fight him for real. But hey, that's boxing, man. That's boxing for you. These guys, they're terrible, man. And they are terrible. But yeah, salute to everybody who tuned in, man. I'm about to head on out. I appreciate y'all, man. Showing love. We have my mans in them. We have Polo Buck dropping the super chat. Got my guy Gav dropping the super chat. And Jay Gons, man, I appreciate y'all showing support to the stream. Salute to everybody that tuned in. You know, we saw a couple new faces, man. Hope y'all sub to the channel. Hit the like button on the way out if you didn't already. My name's Ryan from the 6. I'm your host. We heading on out, man. We'll be back tomorrow night for the Jerome Boots Ennis, Xander Zayas live fight chat watch party. Peace.